Hello, we're back. Yeah. Okay, so the last time we spoke about, we're talking about time management, and we spoke about how is necessary for for those of us that want to allocate our time properly to achieve more with the time we have within the time we limited time we have. That is, of course, the same with others. So after that conversation, I think there is need for us to give an example that will give us an idea of what we are talking about. Give us a more direct idea of what we are talking about. Today we are going to be talking about how one aspect, because this issue of time management is actually a very hydra-headed topic. Like, it can be discussed on several you know on several issues. It has it when you say something is hydra-headed, it means that it's complicated, and it actually has other subtopics you can discuss it under, but we are going to focus on the main thing. So one aspect, there are another aspects of time management that, especially in relating it to our society, the Nigerian society we are in, or the African society, if you may, you know, because of course, given the level of our exposure and development as a society, so you see that most times we see ourselves doing the right thing at the wrong time. This is one aspect of time management we get very wrong. I've seen a lot. There are a lot of plethora of examples in our society, but I'll give you a few, which and when I give you examples here, it has to be what I have witnessed. It is not hearsay or what I was told. Is what I have witnessed. I'm a Nigerian, and I live in the Nigerian society, and I understand how things work here. So I'm going to give you an example of how we do the right things at the very wrong time. Okay, one typical example, I'm sure most of us, that is relatable to most of us, is you see where you go to a public office, or maybe you see where you go to, yes, a public office, maybe in a university or in a secretariat, for one thing or the other, for one serious issue or another. And this has happened to me actually a lot of times when I was still in school, in the university, and when I had need to visit state secretariat to procure documents, government issued documents that I need, for my records. So you notice that when you step into this, when you go, because I'm a guy that is very conscious of his time. I like to save my time. So you go early, to enable you finish your business and go to attend to other things for the day. You go there early. Maybe let's say they open for business 9-10. As the ministry, as the government institution. You go there, and what you see are people praying. People that came to work, people that left their houses, woke up early, left their houses and came to work, their place of work they are paid for. They come praying. And when I say prayer, it's not just a brief prayer, maybe a brief prayer that will take 5 minutes or so. They spend hours, 2 hours. I've witnessed it. I'm not telling you what I've not seen. You see how they say hours. They say that they are praying. Maybe sometimes they call it departmental prayer or stuff like that. So you wonder whose time is being wasted here. You wonder whether these people did not deem it fit to pray in their houses before they came. Let's leave other issues of how these very acts, infringe on other people's rights of, association and freedom of expression and, religious affiliation. Let's leave, because those are, to make this video very long, we're talking about how you are wrongly apportioning time for the wrong activities. Your place of work, a work you are paid for. And when you are paid for work, you are paid sometimes according to the time you spend doing your work. And of course, you will have a lot to do with the day, being a public institution. You spend your time, most of the time, praying. You come, work resumes by 9 a.m. They pray from that prayer is that day. The first one I witnessed lasted at least from 9 till at least 11. No remorse, nothing. They just kept people waiting outside. People that came from far, a lot of places. And surprisingly, there were very few of us that found it inappropriate, because one thing which I've noticed with Nigerians or in the Nigerian society is once you mention God, once you use the name of God to do something, you can easily use the name of God to gaslight somebody into confusion. They don't even know when you are trampling on their rights, or when you are disrespecting their space. Just because of the mere fact that you mentioned God, they'll be like, he's praying, God, this is a godly stuff, you don't have to disturb them. But it's wrong. Even God himself will be angry with you for using his name for such rubbish, to deceive people, to gaslight people into confusion, or into, relinquishing their rights and wasting their time. So this is one aspect of time management that is very prevalent in our society that we get very wrong. Most people don't know what to do at a particular time. They think that they can do anything whenever they like, and in the process they disrupt other people's plans and activities, and without remorse, and nothing happens. So this is one aspect of this is one that is very relatable in our society. If you find yourself involved in such monumental waste of time, no matter the name you use, you are wasting your time. That prayer, I may be able to tell you that prayer may not be answered. That God you are calling, using his name anyhow, may not even countenance your supplications because of the abuse. Anything can be abused. Even virtue can be abused. That is what most of us don't understand. They think that for the fact is the right thing, it doesn't matter when you are doing it. That's wrong. You have to do the right thing at the right time. Doing the right thing at the wrong time voids the virtue or the intended outcome of what you are doing. You cannot fool nature. You cannot deceive nature. So, not to overflog that, let me talk about discipline. Discipline is the root, is the pillar of time management. For a person, if you've not trained yourself in how to be disciplined, or in how to, apply discipline when you are allocating your time, you find it very hard. You cannot, as a person who lacks discipline, rightly apportion your time or allocate your time. You find it very difficult. And discipline is not something you learn in a day. It's a process. It's a process that takes time. So if you want to, like we said, if you want to live a purposeful life, if you have a vision, if you have a dream, if you have whatever you may call it, that it's understandable that each and every one of us is alive today, came into being for a reason. Unless you believe you have no purpose to serve in this your life, you just came here to look at bridge and go, fine. But if you believe that you came, you are living for a purpose, and you have a purpose to fulfill, you have a vision, you have something you want to achieve, you need discipline, you need time management. For you to properly allocate your time, you need discipline, a lot of discipline, and it takes time. If like us, you are coming to realize that later in life, it takes time, but with little progress, you get there. So that is that for that. Time management is very critical and necessary for our, to achieve our visions and to live a impactful life as existentialists. So if you want to get there, you have to. There is no two ways about it. They are the roots. They are the roots of how, our daily activities, and what we do. And after, at the end of each day, when we look back, we can say, okay, that this is what I was able to achieve today, and I think it's considerable given, the space of time I was able to achieve them. Discipline and, proper allocation of time, and learning to do the right things at the right time. Timing is everything. Most times, timing is everything. You can have good intentions, but due to the fact that you apply yourself at the wrong time, it may backfire. Whatever the intentions you have may backfire, and it may not, give you the intended results. So these things are important. So this video is already long. I'll have to stop here to address other topics later. Thank you.